Bombers, episode 13, first ever 13th episode.
We are coming to you live from Highland Tower here in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. And Tom, I was wondering the other day, I want to support the show, but I don't have any money.
Well, son of a bitch, I got the idea for you.
Do tell.
You can now go to our website, and we are sponsored by Amazon. All you have to do is go on our website, click Amazon. You can bookmark that page, and you never have to do it again. So it's a one-time 4-second thing, and we will get a kickback. So you're already winning because you're on Amazon. You're supporting your favorite podcast, and then the money you give goes back into the podcast. So you're fucking a three-headed cock right there. You're
Great. That's what I want to be doing.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So let's get into our... Wait. We got somebody else here. We got a couple people here. We should introduce... We should be professionals now.
You should be more professional about this.
I'm fucking a bed again.
I'm virtually royalty now on your show, by the way.
Yeah. The goon of the Bombers is back. First repeat guest. He wanted to be.
Yeah,
that was his request. So I drug him over here.
Bribed him with beer.
Said, here's some beer, man. You can be a repeat guest. So...
Deal.
Welcome back, Jeff Krueger. Jeff fucking Krueger. I believe that is your middle name. And we have Susan Majeski.
Yeah, I'm back.
She's back.
It's because you're in my attic.
I'm in her yeah, she didn't go anywhere. I actually came here. So we're gonna review a movie. And I know Mark is a little under the weather today, so he's...
Yeah, I'm getting over a cold or a flu or something, so half the reason Susan is here to kind of take some of the load off of me.
Yeah, he licked a bad doorknob.
Yeah.
The holiday.
To be fair, it was totally worth it.
Yeah. It was a good tasting doorknob. But, all right. What'd we review? Mark, since you're sick and don't want to talk, I'm making you talk.
We watched Turbo Kid, the 2015 classic, rated TVMA. I'm pretty sure it was filmed in Canada or New Zealand, based on the credits.
There was like 5, we even made a note of it. There was like 8 different logos.
So there were more
5?
than that. There were like 15 studios flashing on the screen.
And they were all Canadian.
Did you actually look at the Wikipedia site for it?
No, we did not.
Oh, my God. So, along with a bunch of actors' names that I really can't pronounce because most of them are Canadian, with the exception of Michael Ironside.
The great Michael Ironside.
Michael Ironside. She even likes Michael Ironside.
Dylan's a big Starship Troopers fan.
So was I. We're there.
Okay. I was wondering where I saw that guy from. Okay. You just fixed it. Now I won't have an aneurysm later thinking about it.
Total Recall?
Yeah, he was one of the bad guys in the original.
No.
What is the Wikipedia synopsis?
Okay, we'll get back.
It's Turbo Kid is a 2015 action-adventure comedy superhero film. Written by... I'm assuming it's the Canadian version of Frank, but it's Frank Quest or something.
Francois.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's it. So Frank
Quest.
It says the film follows the adventures of the Kid, a teenage boy turned superhero in the Wastelands. An alternative 1997 Earth where water is scarce. He teams up with a mysterious girl named Apple and an arm wrestling cowboy named Frederick.
Yes, an Australian arm wrestling cowboy
named Frederick to stop a tyrannical warlord named Zeus. Film was released in August 28th, 2015.
You like that reading on the air, don't you?
I do, actually. Yeah. I'm getting fatigued. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, I get reading fatigue sometimes, guys.
So, anyone love the gore of the movie?
It was Tarantino-esque, but like
that's what I said. Yeah,
I felt
super over the top, but like comedically, because it was like the consistency of water, and it was just like they had a hose dyed with red, spurting.
Yeah.
By the way, Michael Ironside is Canadian too, so
okay.
You know,
oh,
thanks,
there
Canada.
you go.
Thanks, Canada.
All the greats come from Canada.
All right, Mark, what'd you think about it?
Well, I thought the violence was fun, but it lacked style. Like, it just felt like they wanted to do something cool, but they didn't know how to actually
all the body parts fell in a pile. Especially, did anyone see that the body got ripped apart by an umbrella?
Yeah.
Yes, it was like from dusk till dawn levels of...
The guy was like a Jenga tower of body halves.
Yeah. Body parts. And I think he was wearing a power glove, a Nintendo power glove.
Yep, that was the superhero weapon.
That was his weapon?
Well,
that
did you
had
hear
a shitty ass charge time.
Did you hear the sound effect when you put it on?
No.
It was like a video game, like
I must
you
have got up
found
and got a
an
drink.
upgrade item.
Yeah.
Like a ching!
Do, 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 do.
I think Michael Ironside plays the warlord Zeus.
He had a sweet mask. I really liked his. I wish he wore it more in the movie.
Yeah.
It was kind of a throwback to Jason of the Argonauts.
There was a ton of video game nods in this movie. Like, you might not have noticed, I don't know if you played Left 4 Dead. Did you play that with us? Okay.
Let's pass after my time.
The gnome on the end of the stick.
The gnome stick?
The gnome stick.
Love the gnome stick.
There's a level in Left 4 Dead that you only get the gnome.
Aw,
Helen.
Helen doesn't like you spoiling Left 4
Sorry.
Dead.
Poor Helen is sick, too.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I gave her whatever I have.
That's okay.
So Susan's gonna go put her out of her misery.
Yeah.
All right.
Darn. I will be back at some point, and I'm going to rip this movie to shreds.
Okay.
Susan and I argued at great lengths over this movie.
Really?
I thought
He was
it.
trying to be too many things.
Well, anyway, the
Other
Left
than-
4 Dead thing was
Yes.
in one of the levels to get an achievement, you had to only fight the zombies with a gnome, and it was called Gnome Chomsky. So that was like a nod to Left 4 Dead. So I noticed a lot of, if you notice the robot girl had heart containers.
Zelda Heart.
Yes.
It was all Zelda heart containers. It was 16 heart containers. It was like nod to Zelda. There were a couple nods to Zelda in
When the
there.
hearts go down to 0, I die.
There you go. Yeah.
The whole thing felt very Mad Max on bicycles.
Yeah.
Did anyone else find it weird that it was a friendship robot that turned into a more than a friendship robot?
Ooh.
Well, what do you think a friendship robot is?
Yeah, come on.
That's how you
They're not
sell
just
it
for
in
friends.
Walmart and not Spencer's.
And if you go to the robot graveyard and find a pile of dead friendship robot
Friendship
bodies,
Oh, I bet that pile
Yeah.
of friendship robots stunk. Just reeked like smag. That's all. They were all stuck together. Like, oh man, that smells worse than a pile of friendship robots.
See, when we first meet the girl, I found her very off-putting because he was telling her the rules, and she was listening, and she was following what he was saying, and I'm like, who is this girl? This is not realistic. I don't
She's
trust
not
her.
human.
I don't trust her.
A woman listening to a man? That's never happened.
She corrected him on one of the survival rules.
Oh, she's a robot. That makes sense.
Oh, so you caught on that.
Oh, yeah, because he went rule 5 and she goes, you mean 6?
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, I saw the woman, and she was kind of crazy. And the only thing I was telling Molly was like, she is great in the sack. She is killer.
Tell you what, though, that kid can do some sweet jumps on that BMX.
Yeah. Oh, we should probably explain more about what the movie is about. It's about
Post-apocalyptic.
That's tough.
Yes.
I'm doing a lot of P's here. I hope the mic doesn't.
Apocalyptic.
This is why you're here. You got okay.
You're putting too many P's
It is
You're
post-apocalypse movie.
adding more.
So we meet the boy, and he's a scavenger. He finds cool things like Rubik's Cubes and whatnot and sells them for water.
Yep. Everybody needs water. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
And we meet his merchant buddy who he trades things with. That
the
comes
weird,
up later.
like, naked mole rat that he catches.
Yeah.
That
And
claws,
scratches
that
him in the
claws
face.
him in the
Gotta
face.
eat.
My spirit animal.
I
By
thought
the-
his cheek was going to get infected and, like, fall off.
By the way, you can
Nope.
tell this really launched his career, by the way, because he went on to go to...
Jail.
No, he maybe did some TV series like Second Gen Lockwood in 2016, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I mean, this was a big career boost for him. Was going
To do Turbo
to
Kid.
do Turbo Kid.
All right.
Was it Moreno Chambers? In case anyone,
Moreno.
yeah, in case anyone cares.
Well, he's probably,
He's
a
also
New Zealander.
no, he's
Okay.
Canadian.
He's Canadian.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this whole film was a bunch of Canadians.
Kind of. Sorry, Canada, but it kind of felt like a bunch of college kids made a good college kid movie. But
Hey,
it
we can
wasn't
film
a
over
s-
in the quarry. It'll be great.
Yeah, it wasn't like a studio movie.
But they were, like, the whole thing, you had the feeling that they were trying to make it cheesy,
Right.
awful on purpose. And that, I think, kind of lent to... It gave it a little bit of charm. It made it...
I don't
made
think
me
they
enjoy
had
it
a
more.
choice.
The Aaron Jeffrey is the New Zealand actor that played the arm wrestling cowboy that lost his hand.
Nice.
Australian arm wrestling cowboy.
New Zealand, yeah.
Spoiler
yeah,
alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Don't be racist. He's
Sorry.
Australian, not New Zealand.
Whatever. I know it's a big deal to them, but I really don't care.
Okay, so
But yeah, he's from New Zealand. So, and he again, his career pretty much died with Turbo Kid.
Okay.
They sent him back. He hasn't done anything since then.
So part of this movie is water is scarce, but I didn't like it because the end guy, we'll just call it that because it's video game-esque, he had a machine that turned people into water.
Yeah, like a juicer.
Like a juicer, but you only got 10 cups of water, and I'm just thinking, that is so fucking inefficient.
Well, it's also less mouths to feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's on both ends.
Dude, just to make a person, it takes me 10 cups of water just to get through one session of sex. I am going to be ripping you apart. I'm going to be...
You got 10 cups lined up on the bed.
On the bed, yeah. When Molly and I have sex, she has a hydration station next to the bed. There is 3 bags of IVs.
Like you're running a marathon.
Yeah, there's...
Like one of those cyclist bags with like a little thing to your mouth.
Yep. There's...
A Camelback?
Yeah.
There's a cement truck that is just spinning bags of IV into the room to keep me fueled.
But he's not worried about creating more people. He's just worried about...
Creating water. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if it takes 10 cups of water for me to have sex, and you only get 10 cups of water out of the person I created...
That guy's not worried about sex either.
Okay, well...
I'm going to start this back off with all due respect. I forgot to lead with that. So, apparently there's a plot twist at the end.
There's a plot twist.
You can edit that
You
one out
can't say plot twist, because then everybody is going to be guessing the whole movie what the plot twist is.
You know what? My mom did
They're not
that.
on Earth. It's a dream.
My
Everybody's
mom-
black.
It's really a video game.
My mother did that to me when she's like, "Oh, you got to see Sixth Sense. There's a plot twist at the end." I was like, "What? Bruce Willis is dead?" She goes, "Oh."
Ruined it.
Oh,
I was like, "Fuck, I'm not watching this."
you can't... Okay, for future universe, never tell people that there's a plot twist, because then the whole movie, they're going to be... You already are leading them into...
They'll be looking for it.
Yeah.
And you're out of the experience of the movie.
Yeah.
I have to reevaluate how I review movies, and I apologize.
But there's a plot twist.
But there's a twist.
You guys see Jaws? That movie was awesome. Next movie.
Your dad.
Yeah. So, I guess...
The special effects were pretty awesome. There were a lot of fun. Like he had his turbo laser that he would shoot, and you would see like he'd hit people and they'd like explode into pieces, but they were like physical pieces that were like half bodies that were falling off bicycles and stuff. So it was real tight, a lot of practical effects mixed with the computer effects the way I love it.
Yeah.
He failed on the most basic rule of survival with any kind of weapon, though. You gotta reload.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he had a misfire at one point.
I don't think you can reload. It was a charging.
Yeah, but he hit
How
the
did it charge?
recharge.
He didn't
He hit
You
like
have to hit the-
screen or something
Oh.
and recharge, and it starts
just
recharging.
manually
You know what?
punch in.
I thought he was
Are
pretty...
you sure you want to recharge?
He was
Yes.
pretty handy with the knife, though.
The machete
The machete. He was pretty handy
Yeah.
with that.
and his double duct tape
The
hammer.
duct tape hammer was pretty good.
All right, we got the boss back here, so let's get her in on her opinion of the movie.
Tell her not to say spoiler.
Where's the little one?
You can't say there's a twist. We've learned that now.
I won't give anything away.
Jeff
totally
did. It's
I
already.
totally did.
Anyway, let's go.
It's a spoiler.
What do you got here? You wanted to rip this.
I know. I really wanted to like it
I
But-
wanted to like it too.
because the first 5 minutes of this movie, I'm like, yes, because it's got montage music, awesome.
Yep.
It's got all kinds of fun 80 toys, awesome.
They kind of had the Stranger Things music
Yeah.
type.
Yeah, generic
Listen.
80s like
Yeah.
synth.
It was good.
So that was all good. But then it went in the direction of, we were saying before, Quentin Tarantino, which is fine. But the problem is it didn't start off that way. So all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's like, wait, what movie am I in? Because all of a sudden we've got lots of like gratuitous violence, which is fine, but it didn't really feel like that's the direction it should
It
go
also
in.
didn't feel like violence, though. It felt like a comedy.
It's
Like,
cartoony.
Well,
yeah.
it was supposed to be a comedy, according to the synopsis from Wikipedia.
Oh, it was supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of like The Room.
I guess. Oh, I didn't know that movie
Which-
was a comedy. I didn't really
Quentin
laugh.
Tarantino violence can be kind of comedic too. Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
some of the stuff from Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Like,
it says it's an action adventure comedy superhero film. So
Wow.
I feel it just touches on
So-
all bases.
no, they hit every hashtag that movies can be.
well, and but that's too much. Like that's where I think the movie
Yeah.
there was like, if they just focused on one kind of style, it'd be a great movie. It'd be very quirky. But the
So
problem
you
is,
didn't like how the Australian cowboy arm wrestler got his arm cut off, and then...
Well, we didn't see enough of him.
Well, and then he just all of a sudden he found a robot, and I'm thinking, like, how did these tendons attach? What did you just...
The boy just plopped the girl's head onto another body,
with
and
duct
it
tape.
ended up working.
Yeah.
So maybe the robots are self-drafting.
And now he's got a... You thought he was a good...
You guys are spoiling the whole damn
You thought he was a good arm wrestler before.
There's no point in watching this now anymore.
There was no point to watching this movie to begin with.
Yeah.
Well, and again, it started off like, it's 1997, there's acid rain, and it's more of like, they're talking about environmental stuff, but midway through the movie, the friend Apple, which I thought Apple computers. I'm like, they're going to bring in Apple computers.
Yeah.
And they never did. I'm like,
oh.
That was a missed opportunity. So that's why when they named her
Maybe
Apple, I'm like,
couldn't.
it's like an Apple computer. Well, it could
I
be.
didn't even think of that.
I didn't either.
Wow.
I was too busy. Thank God I didn't pay to go see this movie. It was on Netflix for free.
Yeah.
Well, that is the point of our movie reviews.
What
What can you watch for free?
That's
For
awesome.
free. If you want to enjoy this movie, you better
Have a couple beers.
Couple of beers, couple of friends over.
talk to your drug dealer. And you want something that is dank as fuck.
It wasn't unwatchable. It just had some.
You would enjoy it, though, if you were
Oh yeah,
toked up a little bit. I
enjoy
would say.
every movie that way.
Yeah.
Well,
It's true.
and then it went in the
Sure.
direction of robots. Like, wait, so was the end of the world, like the apocalyptic part, the
They never
robots?
explained the end
right,
of
because
the
all of a
world.
sudden it sounded like, well, they said acid rain, so I was thinking more environmental. So that
I was thinking nuclear.
nuclear,
In Mad Max, they never explain what happened
which is
to the
fine.
world.
But all of a sudden it sounded like when
Mad Max reference, too, when they were eating dog food.
Yeah.
That was a nod to Mad Max.
there was a lot of nod to 80s movies, which is
Did they have the guy
fine.
from like Resident Evil or whatever that was dragging the
Yep. Nod to
cinder
Resident
block?
Evil.
Like,
Did you guys notice this part of the movie? There's a character in the movie who was like the boy's kind of friend that sold stuff.
Yeah,
A
the
collector?
merchant guy.
Did you notice that at the end of the movie, when they were doing the big fight scene, he was in there as a bad guy?
Yeah, he was.
It's a low budget
same
film.
guy, longer hair.
Same
Yeah.
guy.
No,
like,
they
wait a minute,
put
you
a-
guys didn't even get a new fucking
Put a
actor?
wig on
What the-
But that's the one thing. I felt there should be more people in the background. Like even watching like the first Mad Max film, there's a good amount of crowds here and there. This
Mhm.
one at most has like 12 people on screen at once.
Yeah, that.
It was
And they all
definitely-
fight one at a time.
Yeah.
It's definitely a low budget Canadian film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there were some like parts that were very, I thought, clever. Like the torture device that guy set up.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, I was like, he's like, I can't fix it now. It took way too long to set this up. I gotta use it.
Yeah.
See, and
But then the guy comes back.
well, and I liked that kind of feel, but they never started out that way. So all of a sudden they start adding this guy who really loves torture in there. So I feel like there should have been more continuity with that.
Okay.
But, and here's the other thing that Mark's like, you're overthinking this. So they set the precedent that everybody's on bikes instead of like, Mad
That's
Max is all
practical.
about the gasoline. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's cool. That's
It's practical.
So they
You
have all
power
these
it
chase
yourself.
scenes on bikes, which I thought was really clever. But then they have all these robots and electric, like
Synthetic
thought this was
organisms.
recharging. I'm like, recharging from what?
How do they have power?
Like, how does anyone
Yeah.
have
How does
power?
that glove still have power?
You're
It's
selling a
super
Rubik's
secret
Cube.
government robot arm
If they
thing.
made such a point that everybody has to ride bikes because there's no gasoline, there's no, electrical, but yet all
Yeah,
these
there's no
machines are
technology.
recharging themselves mysteriously. I'm like, and all
He did
these
have a
robots?
Walkman.
Yeah,
There
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
guy early on
Yeah.
pedaling
He
a
was
bicycle charging
burning
thing.
cassette tapes for
We're burning
warmth.
VHSs.
Yeah, and then I'm
What the
like,
fuck?
but here's the robot guy. We're
But
just
here's a
gonna
robot
recharge-
that you
we're gonna-
can't tell is a robot because it's so advanced.
And then she loses power. Spoiler alert. And then
Hearts.
gains power
Heart
because she had
containers.
to get recharged. And then his little doodad needs to get recharged.
Did- Didn't they have CDs back in 1997?
They did.
Yes.
But yet this guy still had tapes and VHSs.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the idea is that the apocalypse happened before
Oh, okay.
CDs happened. I guess.
Maybe.
I must have got up and got a
But they
beer at
still
that time.
have the technology to make robots that
Right.
look just
Right.
like humans.
We made robots, but we couldn't figure out how to do a fucking CD.
Yeah.
I just didn't
Well,
get
it's an
all the...
alternate timeline.
Right. But
All right.
that was cool. Then, like, keep
Dumb,
with the
Mark.
bikes
Dumb.
and that stuff. Why bring robots into it who mysteriously
Super
can...
Because
awesome.
robots
Right.
are cool.
But can
That's
recharge themselves. Where is this power source?
it just recharge. You just got to click yes.
You know what? I felt this
an
was...
ad pops up. You got to be careful.
Anyone ever see Tank Girl?
I love Tank Girl, actually.
Right. This reminded me of Tank Girl, but not as good. Because it was stylized, there was quirkiness, it was apocalyptic, they had weird costumes, because you always have to have the chick with the really big hair that's on the bad guy's side. It had that.
They gave a Mad Max nod to the chick with the
metal
breastplate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another nod.
You know, heavy metal, it felt like all that.
Should we wrap up with a final go around in our
Oh, Molly's
scores?
saying, I'm looking at the time, fuckers, so...
All right, wrap this up, assholes.
All right. Well, Mal, you brought it up. You give it out of 5, Jeff. We're doing out of 5.
Out of 5s?
Out of 5. 5 stars.
5 stars?
Because we got the universe here. 5 stars.
I actually liked it, I think, more than you guys did. Because
okay.
I thought it was quirky. It was cheesy. It was meant to be cheesy. There were lots of really weird things, but overall, I thought it was good. Probably 3.5.
Whoa!
I give it a 3.
You thought it was better than the movie we watched last
I
week?
didn't like that movie.
Shit. Okay.
I give it 3 stars. I liked it enough. It's not good enough that I would go out and tell everyone I know about it.
Mhm.
But if I was at a party and someone said, "Hey, let's watch this," I'd be like, "Okay, let's watch it."
Okay.
So it's a fun throwaway popcorn movie.
And now it gets roasted.
Yeah. Well, I would give it a strong 2 because if you separate all the elements, there's a lot of interesting things. I wasn't bored. So that's my 1 point. And then there were cool elements that I could pick up, like all the references and 80s toys and everything. So that's my 2nd point. But I'm past that, like storyline and
I'm going to have to give it
watered down Tank Girl.
I'll have to give it a 2. Just, could I watch it again? Not a chance.
No replay value.
No replay value whatsoever. But the gore was definitely worth clicking yes to on Netflix to watch it.
All right. I'm going to also give it a 2. And the stuff I liked about it was, and a lot of people aren't going to get this, is I'm a big video gamer, so I was pointing out, like, oh, they're giving a nod here.
2 stars.
Just because of the nods and I could point out, like, they're referencing this. But I think the story was so bad that they had to, or it would be unwatchable. So, we got 3.5, 3, 2, 2, 2. So
come over to Molly and Mark's. We're going to watch Turbo Kid again later.
Yeah. All right. So, what are we...
a case of beer, universe.
What do we got? That's got to be like a 2.67 or something. We shouldn't do math on the air.
Average.
No, we'll average it out later.
Okay. All right.
We'll put it on the website.
We'll just put community vote. It was 2 because 3 out of 5 of us said 2. There you go.
All right. Thank you very much.
See if she likes that system when she's on the minority side.
Right?
Ooh, yeah. All right. It's our New Year's special. And if everybody's going out, be safe. Since it's New Year's, we got...
Don't drink too much. Drink just enough.
Yeah, it's an amateur night.
That's what I was going to say. It's, you know, it's kind of on par with St. Patty's Day. There's no point anymore.
As everyone's gotten older, it was like your New Year's totally changed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when I was like 21 to 23, I was like, where am I going to get fucking hammered?
Yeah.
Now it's like, I want to be home by noon or the other noon. Sorry. I want to be home by the other noon.
I want to be home by dark noon.
Dark noon, so I can just relax.
Last year, Susan and I went to bed at 10 o'clock. We made fondue and just watched a...
bad movie? And
No, we watched the quiz show.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did that,
The BBC does the big fat quiz show of the year every year, and then it's posted on YouTube, and it's up by New Year's. It's up now. So we're going to be watching the big fat quiz show of 2017.
Huh?
Yeah.
The Jew wants to hang out, so we might hang out with the Jew.
Did you celebrate New Year's?
I don't know.
It just
The Jewish New Year is a totally different thing.
Jewish New Year?
It just merges into 7 crazy nights of Chanukah.
All right. Well, let's find out if Jews celebrate New Year's. I'm going to call them. Okay. Anyway.
You're going to phone a friend right now?
We like doing facts. I think our first year is a good time to do facts. Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Okay. We got some facts. The earliest known New Year's celebrations were in Mesopotamia and date back to 2000 BC. That couldn't even have been the right calendar.
The Julian calendar?
Early Romans used March 1st as New Year's Day. Other cultures used autumn equinox or the winter solstice to mark the new year. I think that makes more sense.
Well, if you were in charge of a Rome or whatever. When would you make New Year's?
The winter solstice. As soon as the shortest day
of the
year.
you start gaining. I think that's a good time. So December 21st. Okay. The Gregorian calendar, which marks January 1st as the new year, is adopted by the Roman Catholic Church.
It always goes back to the Catholics.
She's just jealous because we're awesome.
All right, I bet you this next fact, Jeff, I'll challenge you. How many jokes can you make on this one? January is named after Janus, the god with two faces, one looking forward and one looking backward.
I don't even want to touch that.
You don't even want to go there?
Don't even want to go there with that one.
Okay.
But Jesus.
We should, spoiler alert. Jeff's father has been divorced and now is renamed to a lady named Janice.
Who is actually, you know what? I love her. She's awesome. Really cool.
Yep.
She's been a great.
You think her dad would like her to have two faces, one on the front and one on the back?
No.
That would be great.
But
fuck her coming and going. Come on. I mean,
I had that one too, and I just didn't want to say it because
I know,
I had to set it up beforehand that it was Jeff's. Yeah.
Right. That's when you throw that name out there, and I was like, shit.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, fuck.
All right.
Because I will say this, she's a great person, so it's nothing against her. It's just, fuck. That's all I got right now. I have nothing with you on that.
All right. New Year's is
I'll make it up to you.
It's the time when many people traditionally make resolutions to break bad habits or start good ones.
Which no one follows through. When was the last time anyone ever followed through with a fucking New Year's resolution?
Susan is raising her hand in triumph.
I have made my New Year's resolution every single year.
Not to slap a bitch?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm very proud of myself. Well, here's the thing, is people make it like, I'm going to lose 50 pounds.
I'm going to make it big.
Yeah, it's something stupid, like doable stuff. You got to make it doable, because then you feel really good by the next year.
Buy a new winter coat.
I'm going to drink one less beer.
There you go.
Starting tomorrow.
Let's see, my New Year's resolution last year was to get $1 raise.
Okay.
Check that one off.
That's not really under your control.
Right, but it is because you gotta put yourself forward in your job. If you want to raise, you come up with your yearly review, you can request it, but you gotta make sure you're the type of employee who can get a raise.
See, my boss just tells me to sell more shit.
Yeah.
You want to raise? Sell more stuff.
Well, thanks, see, bud. There you go. But I mean,
then sell more shit.
Right. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Make it through the year
simple?
healthy.
Sure, not a problem.
Which did, and last year we didn't have a kid at that point.
Getting knocked up was a goal.
Yeah.
Good job, Mark.
Well, I mean,
you did it.
It's a lot of fun.
So it's all doable stuff. Like make sure that we start working on the second floor of our house, which we did. So I mean, all doable things. The problem is New Year's resolutions make people super depressed because they they're too lofty.
I'm going to lose 10 pounds, but I didn't mean it's something to eat. Just stuff in your face.
Like, I'm going to join a gym.
Jeff and I are going to drink less more beer. What are we drinking? Less more beer?
I'm going to drink less Malort.
I will drink less Malort. And
I think you should drink more Malort.
No, I don't want to puke that much.
I will never drink Malort again. That's my
resolution. Want to explain to the audience what Malort is?
So, Malort is, if you listen to it, is the Swedish liqueur made in Chicago, I believe, and I think it actually got bought by someone else.
Devil's asshole.
They actually portray it as like the worst liquor ever known to man. So Tom's never had it, Molly never had. So the last time after they dropped me off from the last show, they did a shot of it, and I guess Tom made it maybe almost home before he threw up.
Half mile down the road.
All over my car.
All over your car?
I'm like, Molly, I'm puking. Hold on, I'm doing a turn. It's not a hold on situation, man. I am puking.
I'm in the middle of the intersection and decides to puke, or I can't.
I don't have. It's time's up.
I'm gonna refer to the Ted reference of it's not that bad, but if you have to say it's not that bad, it's really that bad.
Yeah, it's that bad.
Brazenhead used to carry it, and I don't know why he doesn't, but
nope.
I actually used to do it as a Irish roulette. You pour about however many guys you have doing shots. You pour one less of Jameson, and you fill the other one with Malort. And you just kind of have the bartender pass them out, and
whoever
gets Malort's buying.
Ooh, and you gotta buy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a total fist fuck.
Oh, that sucks. All right, we'll get back here. That was probably a little loud in your ears. Sorry, guys. Ancient Persians gave New Year's gifts of eggs, which symbolizes productiveness. Why am I having trouble with that word?
With your peas? Persians?
Productiveness.
Are you dehydrated? Not producing?
I'm not,
say fertility.
Are you fatigued from reading?
Where my body should be?
I'm fatigued from reading too much.
All right. Most New Year's traditions are believed to ensure good luck for the coming year. Many parts of the United States observe the tradition of eating black-eyed peas on New Year's Day for good luck. You ever hear that?
Never heard
Who wrote this list? Canadians.
Russians. Is it Canadians?
This is on CNN.com.
Oh. CNN is full of
fake news.
Foreigners.
Did you get it from the Onion?
We always do a tradition on New Year's of eating
Hennessy?
12. Well, no, I was okay, we did do that. 12 grapes for the countdown. 12, and then you
Why grapes?
I don't know. It's a funny thing that they do in Spain that I thought was funny one year, and then what you do is, because nobody can eat 12 grapes in 12 seconds, believe it or not. You just pounding grape every second. You put another grape in your mouth, put another grape in it, and then you're like spewing all the grape juice. And then at midnight, you kiss the person you're supposed to be with.
With your cheeks full of grapes.
Both of you.
I think I could eat 12 grapes.
That sounds like a vineyard.
I mean, that sounds like a challenge. I think I might
challenge. Accept. You're gonna do it.
I think so.
All
I think I might try that.
You guys got grapes?
Anybody got
Not
grapes?
with us.
No.
Get cherry tomatoes.
You want to eat 12 cherry tomatoes?
I don't think that's the same.
We've got cheese. Like 12 cheese wedges.
And then, you can't drink, half a gallon of milk or something in a time or...
A whole gallon of milk,
Is that what it is?
Dude, you can't put 12 grapes in your mouth and eat them that fast. I've tried it a bunch of years.
Dude,
Mark's taking a piss right now.
Because he's sick.
Which, how fucking
wait a minute.
big is that cup, dude? You've been born for 10 minutes.
That's normal size.
All right.
So you have to fit 12 grapes in your mouth? And
when they do the countdown in Spain, they go 12, 11, 10, and everybody at the time puts another grape in their mouth.
Okay. Until
you get to 0, and then you grab your loved one and you kiss them.
It's got to be a vineyard thing. There's so many vineyards in Spain, and it's such a real common fruit that's probably why it's that tradition.
It's fun. Everybody laughs and giggles because you realize you can't fucking do it. There's no way.
Well, it's healthier than 12 shots.
It sounds easy. 12 grapes in 12 seconds.
It's more the Wisconsin tradition
12
versus
shots?
the Spanish.
12 shots or 12 grapes. I'm going to do 12 shots.
Yeah. You can't get 12 grapes down.
I could probably get 12 shots down.
You could. I bet you could.
When you pass out at
pour them in
midnight?
one cup and do it.
I call that Saturday.
One beer. One beer. All right.
What other
you guys know
fun facts you got on there?
Auld Lang Syne is traditionally sung at midnight on New Year's Eve.
Never heard of it.
It's a Scottish thing.
It means times gone by.
I don't speak Scottish.
It's Gaelic.
Oh, Gaelic.
Yep. You're Gaelic.
He burned the fuck out of you, Jeff.
He did.
That's why it's always played on bagpipes.
You Gaelic my bagpipes. All right. The first rooftop celebration atop One Times Square. That's where the balls drop? One Times Square?
Sure.
Well,
that's the address.
Yeah, everybody knows it's Times Square. It's the
One Times Square. I didn't know their address was... Didn't know you could have an address of 1. Okay.
I get all my mail forwarded there.
Send it to One Times Square. A fireworks display took place in 1904 and was produced by the New York Times to inaugurate. Damn, I suck at fucking reading, man. Their new headquarters in Times Square. I'm so fatigued. To celebrate the renaming of Longacre Squares to Times Squares. Oh, used to be Longacre Squares. Did you guys know that?
Did not know that.
Well, it's Long Island, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
That's the island that it's on.
I guess that makes
Long
sense.
Island, long
Long
square.
acre square.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Here's trivia for you. What's the ball made out of?
I got something about the ball here. Okay.
In your pants?
The original ball, I'll skip a couple of these just to get to that. The original New Year's Eve ball weighed 700 pounds and was 5 feet in diameter. It was made of iron and wood and was decorated with 125-watt light bulbs. That sounds weak as fuck.
Well, now it's made of Waterford crystal. It's fancy because it projects
the new
light everywhere.
New Year's Eve ball is introduced. The ball is a geodesic sphere, 12 feet in diameter and weighing 11. Now we're getting American. 11,875 pounds. It is built to withstand high winds and fluctuating temperatures. Waterford crystal introduces a different pattern for each New Year's celebration. You owned it, Susan.
That's because if you go to the Waterford crystal factory in Ireland, they have New Year's Eve. You can see all the different designs on, because they hand carve these. It's crazy. Like you have all these different artisans.
I was
that
in
carve
Ireland.
this
That wasn't on my to-do list.
Waterford?
Yeah, wasn't.
You know what? I had to hold.
I was
my
too
breath
busy.
through that.
I was too busy at
Drinking.
Jameson and the Guinness storefront. Just too busy there. Never made it to Waterford.
Well, I guess that's
That all your fun trivia facts from New Year's?
fucking New Year's, guys. There you go.
What's your New Year's tradition, Tom?
Want to tell about the Hennessy?
Oh, go ahead. Tell them about our Hennessy.
So I
Mark
was
made a
celebrating
mistake.
New Year's with Tom once, because
My Hennessy tradition. Yep.
Tom sent me a text along the lines of, hey, we're going to drink Hennessy. It's going to be great. And I misinterpreted that to, I should go buy Hennessy.
Yep.
So I go
I
to the
said
store,
I have a bottle of Hennessy, and Mark read,
go buy a bottle.
go buy a bottle of Hennessy and bring it over.
Now, I'm a cheap bastard. So I spent like half an hour in the store picking stuff, going, oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is like $50.
Yeah. He's just hemming it on.
But I bought it.
He bought it.
We had
and then
2
he
bottles
showed
of
up,
Hennessy that
And then
night.
we had 2 bottles of Hennessy.
And taquitos.
And that was way too much Hennessy for a couple of guys. Answer it.
It's not ringing. It's vibrating. All right.
Put it on speaker. Answer it.
We'll
Tell
do
them they're
this.
on a podcast.
Hello?
What's up?
What's up? I don't know, dude. You called me, Dad. What's up?
Oh, it's your dad.
It's my old man. Hey.
You want to get breakfast tomorrow?
Yeah. Let me give you a call back after this
You're
podcast.
fucking drunk already. It's like 2 o'clock.
No, I'm on a podcast with Tom right now.
We're live on the radio.
You're live on the radio right now. You want to say hi to the world?
Oh, yeah, right.
You want to say hi to the universe?
Yeah. All right, I'll see you later.
All right,
Yeah,
bye,
I
old
gotta
man.
get off the phone quick now. Yeah.
He didn't believe you.
No, he didn't.
He didn't believe
He
you.
didn't believe me at all.
We'll see later. You can play it back for him. Say, I told you.
I
I
fucking
fucking told you, dude. You were on the radio. You want to get breakfast tomorrow?
Sure, Dad.
All right.
I'll go get breakfast with you. That's fine.
All right, so Jeff and his dad are getting breakfast tomorrow, and I think we can move on to our next story.
That's not news enough for you?
What's our
Right.
next story?
What is... Huh?
Huh?
Okay, what do you guys think about this thing? We have a favorite, Fatty Nutmeg, that shared this story with me. This is... We're on a disagreement, so I don't want to piss off like our favorite
Our
listener.
biggest fan?
Yeah, our biggest fan. But here's this thing. It is called a walking stick that plants a tree every time you use it. So look at it right here. Every time you put it in, a seed comes out.
That's not good.
What do you think about that?
That's not good.
I don't know trees popping up on the fucking sidewalk.
Okay.
I would plant them in your yard specifically.
You
Just
Why
like-
the fuck is
you
Jeff
want
walking
trees
around my
popping
yard
up
all day?
in the middle of the trail that you're walking.
Well, that's my point, is like,
Right.
hey, dickwad, just because you're using the trail and you're leaving trees behind you, it's a fucking trail
Yeah, but how
because
many-
there's not a stick or a fucking bunch of brush every 4 steps.
Well, not only that, half of
ruining
these
the trip.
places, if you're going walking or hiking, usually it's like state parks.
Yeah.
Which are really, they watch it really careful because they have to diversify the growth population. So if you're planting, say that stick is only loaded with maple trees.
You're planting...
Right,
You are-
infesting them with.
Right.
Foz would have
you are
60
adding
maple
something
trees
in
in his
there
front.
that was not natural to that area. It could take out something else. That's not good. That's
First of all, just straight up, you're littering, right?
Well, you're
brought something and you
contaminating.
left without it. So
That's true.
Your littering ticket right there
I think
for every time you planted it.
I would say contaminating versus
I think the
littering 'cause
premise
it's organic.
is nice because
Well,
obviously-
gum is organic. I can spit that out.
No, it's not. There's all kinds of crap in there.
I can hock a loogie and gum will be gone. That's still littering if you spit out a piece of gum.
Sure.
Right?
I just know you can't eat gum in Singapore. They fucking hate that.
No?
Yeah.
You been there?
No, but I've
They were
read
bitching at you?
stories.
Okay.
Caned.
Dear Penthouse Forum, I was eating gum in Singapore.
See, that is one country I would not be like, I do what I want and stuff gum in my mouth. Normally, I do what I
You're
want.
talking to your travel agent and you're like, hey man, where the fuck can I just go and be left alone eating some goddamn gum? Well, not Singapore.
It's a rule.
It's such a weird thing. Dude.
They like to keep their city clean, I guess.
All right.
So wouldn't it be dangerous to plant trees every 3 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
Well-
one of them is going to die.
I'm not a botanist.
They're going to kill each other.
Yeah, they'll overpower each other for sunlight.
Yeah, every other tree's
efficiency.
doomed.
Yeah.
So I'm
But
if you're doing it on
everybody
your
feels
land-
Those are pretty good odds.
Yeah, but you're not helping.
You're
you
not
think you're
helping.
helping, but you're not.
Yeah,
You're
you're
making
just
it
being a
worse.
dick.
Yeah, that's why, conservationists, when they look at like how to bring life back into an area and put trees back into an area, there's a specific plan that they have.
Formula.
Yeah, they got to know like, well, what's the soil like? Or is this going to be invasive?
Yeah.
Like how many invasive species? Because technically maples, they will overshadow everything in a forest. So too many maples will kill a forest because it kills everything on the ground. 'cause
Yes,
you can't get
there's
enough
no
sunlight.
undergrowth
Yeah.
for new forests to come in. So, yeah.
This is a tree hugging
What kind of
hippie
seeds
stick.
does it come loaded with?
Oh,
Say?
shit. You're going to have to keep talking for a minute. I'll look up what...
See,
Well, I would think you could put whatever seeds you want in it.
Well, I'm sure
It-
it comes with.
It might come with a random assortment of seeds because
Filled with
That's
barley.
even worse.
It says 150 to 500 seeds per refill,
species?
depending on the type of seeds you're
Oh,
planting.
you get to pick.
Oh, see, but then you're having a whole bunch of people who don't understand what they're planting.
Yeah, but look at this
shit.
stupid-ass picture here. Here's a dude on a trail, right? And then there's a cartoon flower with a bee on it. That's how they're advertising it. It's
Well-
like, well, you know what, dickwad? You're on a trail. Maybe
It's
that
gonna
flower
get
has
trampled.
no chance because
Right.
it's
Yeah.
a trail.
It's a walking trail.
Or it's an invasive species that's going to take out some of the other flowers in the area. Like, that's how, the
I'm
mustard...
sorry, Aaron. I don't like it.
Oh, God, what is it? There's a plant. It's mustard something.
See?
And it's, like, everywhere. And it's taking over all kinds of foliage because someone spread it somewhere and it grows so quickly and the seeds spread like crazy.
So it's like herpes.
It says
like
the
herpes
goal
plants.
of this stick is to turn everybody into a modern day Johnny Appleseeds.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that Johnny Appleseed was planting the apple trees to make booze, not for food?
Really?
that sounds about right.
I like that. I
isn't that
like
Good
that.
idea.
He must
I like
have been
that
from
guy.
Wisconsin.
Kind of want to party with Johnny Appleseed now.
He was making alcoholic cider.
Okay. It's called the Fyto stick.
New best friend.
Fyto stick. That's a weird name for it.
How do you spell that?
Fytostick.
Yeah, I don't trust. Anything, I don't trust
stick.
anything with a Y in it.
Fuck you, Molly.
Science.
My name's got a Y in it. I don't even trust myself.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. So we're pretty pro science on this show, and there's a fucking app.
So you can know where you planted all your
Jesus
your
Christ.
trees that are invading.
There's an app for that, isn't there?
There is an app. Oh, it's so you don't run into other people planting.
What?
See,
Your app connects with other people's
Yeah,
apps.
I'd be the-
and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't be.
I would be the jerk that doesn't sign up for the app and uses the stick and just runs around
Everywhere.
all willy nilly.
Ruining trails.
Right? Just clunk, clunk, clunk,
I
clunk.
just go into my friend's yard and just
Just do Foz's yard with it.
Yep. All right. So,
That is way better than forking someone's yard.
Well, I
Which is a great prank, by the way. If you ever want to do that, go buy a bunch of plastic
I've done
forks.
that, yeah.
a couple hundred.
Yeah,
plastic
stick them in the.
But I run over saplings every spring when I'm mowing the lawn. There's little trees trying to fight their way out, and I just want none of it. Yeah, so it's just like, even if you do plant all these trees, odds are it's just going to get trampled or...
Especially
cut
on a walking trail.
Yeah.
And why are you such... This is like a cocksucker thing Jeff would do. I use the trail fuckers, now I'm going to build a forest behind me. Nobody else gets to use it. I'm the king. Fuck you. That's my trail.
That's about right.
Yeah, that's
Make your own goddamn trail. Actually, Jeff, we had a trail.
No, now you have a woods.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's about what I would say.
All right. So, Jeff, how many Fyto sticks can I sign you up for?
I got 2 hands, so you might want to get 2.
All right. Here's another thing I wanted to bring up to Mark.
Snap.
Our big Packer fan guy.
Go Packers.
All right. You hear about the technical rules that the Packers broke?
No, I'm out of the loop.
I'm a Patriots fan. Everybody gives me shit for the rule breaking or whatever. For cheating. Okay, well, the Packers cheated, and technically, Aaron Rodgers needs to be released from the team.
They'll just resign him.
They'll just rewrite the rules like they did for Tom Brady every fucking time he broke them.
We'll just give him a raise. Done.
Done.
What did they do?
Aaron Rodgers came back for the 1 game.
Yeah.
And then he went. The Packers since they lost, they placed him back on
the IR.
Yep.
You can't put him back on the IR for the same injury, I guess, in the same time period.
Right. They took him off, said he's good to go.
Right.
Then he could have just sat on the sideline and just not been on
No,
IR.
that's you see, you get a 53-man roster. You can only you can only dress.
So we'll cut one of our.
They could have, but they added
guys.
an extra wide receiver because they were low on wide receivers and shit. So now they're technically using that roster spot when it should not be used.
Well, we're not winning shit, so.
I know, but a lot of people
Rules
could say, hey,
rules.
You know what?
Hey, go ahead, release him. We'll just re-sign him.
Well, what if the Cleveland Browns say, dude, I'm going to give this guy $9 million.
I think that Aaron Rodgers loves Green Bay and he wants to stay.
I think.
And by the way, if Cleveland is like death for a quarterback's career,
Yeah.
it's fucking proven.
They've got a curse.
Yeah, well, name one good quarterback that came out of Cleveland.
Bernie Kosar.
Okay.
Boom, he's fucking your mom. Bernie Kosar, man.
What year was that?
Walk in, probably 9 months before you were born.
I knew you were going to say Bernie Kosar because he's like, okay, out of the one good quarterback, how many careers did Cleveland ruin?
Every other one.
Every other one besides Bernie Kosar.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the track record here. RG3, where's he? He's sitting at home, sitting on his couch, twiddling his tool. Johnny Manziel's trying to play in Canada. For Christ's sake.
He should apply for
Canadian
Turbo
football.
Kid too.
He should.
They want to bring the XFL back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I heard the WWE stock is going nuts now.
Yeah, because Vince, I actually read that too. Vince McMahon cleared out $100,000, $100 million, I don't know. Some stupid amount that he said he
100 plus amount.
Yes. Monies. He took out monies.
Okay.
And he talked about maybe reviving the XFL or
because it worked so well last time.
Well, ratings are down in the NFL right now. A lot of people are
right now would be the time to strike.
Yeah. If
Well,
there's ever a
to
perfect
hostile
storm.
takeover of the NFL.
I think his best bet is to not have so many rules.
Like that scene in 300 when the guy bled. That was the time to strike. Who was the bald, tall guy?
Xerxes,
and they threw the spear and he bled, and everybody was like, "Oh, we can't
he's
believe
human. What?
the NFL is human now. They're bleeding. Get him."
That's because there's too many rules.
I'm getting looked at by Susan right now, just like, what
Susan's
the
a big
fuck
NFL fan.
are you talking about?
I hate the NFL.
The NFL is like when Xerxes bleeds, man. What don't you
Football.
get? Football, go sports.
People take it way too seriously, and
So
It should be a diversion. That's how I treat it. It's
well,
fun
there's
I do
too
on
many
weekends.
rules, and it changes all the time. For someone who doesn't watch,
back to the rule changes. This Packer thing, they're going to have a rule change about it because it affects Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
just like they've made rule changes for other
Superstar
stars.
quarterbacks.
Right. Not naming names.
Tom Brady.
well,
Hey, there is a Drew Bledsoe, and Drew Bledsoe
Is there
over
a
here,
Drew Bledsoe rule?
right here. You see that?
Yeah.
I did not start. I'm not a bandwagon guy.
No, I know
started
you're
with-
not. You've had a Patriots pillow for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Here, nope, Jeff. We're partying at Foz Fest. You can't use this pillow. It's my Patriot pillow.
It's my Patriot pillow.
Go curl up next to the toilet.
Yeah, have fun.
Which, by the way, happened. I'm not making that up.
All right. Anybody else got something to bring up? I got one on
Well,
deck.
what are your New Year's plans?
The Jew?
You hanging out with a Jew?
I think.
Every year we end up watching, they do a Twilight Zone marathon.
Twilight Zone marathon is my favorite.
Can you get the Jew really hammered and just
I'll give him one beer.
Have him crank out nothing but like voicemails for everybody else. New Year's voicemails. I want him to record your new voicemail for you on your cell phone.
Foz and the Jew hunted together. Can you imagine what that fucking car ride was like?
Oh my God.
Foz and the Jew with guns going hunting?
No.
That's awesome.
I do have one event that's coming up.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we need an event.
I
don't know. I'm
Thomas making
excited
love to the microphone.
because we didn't have an event, and now you got one.
I
so-
have an event. So I'm part of a mill over here in Grafton. It's the Arts Mill, and they do a show every year, which I'm a huge fan of, called the 24-Hour Art Show. And anybody can participate. And so you pick up your canvas on Thursday. It's like $15 for a canvas.
Okay.
And if you want to do 2 canvases, if you're really ambitious,
Ooh.
it's
Thursday,
$20.
What's the date?
So the date, I pulled it up here, is the 25th through the 27th. So I believe you pick up your canvases on the 25th. Let me just verify that.
And you have 24
Yep.
hours
Of
to pay it.
January.
Canvas
Yes,
pickup.
this month.
Okay.
January 25th. Pick up your canvas. $15. It's really reasonable. And it's stamped on the back. You have 24 hours to do whatever you want to the canvas. So if you're a photographer, you can put a picture on there. If you want to burn it and light
Challenge
it on fire.
accepted, says Jeff.
You're right. If you want to get a little bit more, you can do whatever you want to the canvas.
I'm just
and then
going to
bring
get
it
some
back.
paint and teabag the shit out of that canvas.
Whap, 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 whap. 24 hours of just...
Well,
Becca's going to be really confused.
so you drop it back
Dude,
off.
you would whap that canvas for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And your balls would be so sore that you're like, this is a bad idea. I'm like, no, you do it for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some questionable pieces in the past.
Can we do, you're my dick pic teacher?
Well, you
You
know
have a teacher
what?
for that?
I want to get better.
Okay.
Yeah, Susan's going to teach me how to draw better dicks.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
called figure drawing. So you drop your canvas back off on Friday with whatever you did to it. Then on Saturday, they're all auctioned off in a silent auction. And 90% goes back to the artist. So
cool.
Oh,
all the canvases open up.
so you can make money up.
Yes, you actually. This is a make money type of deal.
Oh.
So all the canvases start at $30. So if you sell your canvas at $30, you make what you put back in it.
$27,
And
right?
a small
90%
percentage
of it.
Yep. Small percentage goes back to the arts mill to run the credit card machine, to run, the electricity and all that stuff.
Okay.
But usually you get like $35, $40. But if you're a collector of art and you don't have a lot of money, it's also a way to increase your art collection.
Cool.
When does
And
the auction start? When do you go if you just
it's-
want to go to the auction?
If you just want to go to the auction,
And buy Jeff's Schwab art.
There we go. It's Saturday, January 27th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. You do not have to be there the entire time.
I wouldn't tell people what it is.
Yeah.
Just kind of just make little like imprints of it.
Yeah, see?
Not
there
tell
you
anybody,
go.
and then just laugh at
That
them when they
adds
hang
to
it
the
up
mystery
in
and
their
to
house.
have a really ambiguous title.
Yeah.
Make people wonder about it. But you don't have to stay the entire time if you're bidding on artwork.
It's a silent auction.
Yep, you
right?
just put your name, your number. You can pay. They'll notify you if you get your piece that you want.
That's
What if no one
really
buys
cool.
my piece and I got to come back and pick it up?
You can come back, or you can leave it there. A lot of times we just have people leave it there, and then what we do is we end up putting it up and selling it, and then having it donated back to either the mill or the school that it's associated with, because we're connected to a nonprofit art school. So
That's what I would hang it up in an art school.
yeah, well, hey,
Or a Christmas gift.
Yeah. That's something you would give me.
It would be.
But
It would
What
be
is
something.
this? This looks kind of cool and abstract, and I'm
It's
doing like
abstract
all my
art.
best. I know what art is like, and you're like, dude, I fucking dunked my balls in paint and banged it on the thing for 10 minutes, and you're trying to like it's a Monet piece. No, dude, it's just my fucking.
Yeah,
art speaks to everybody.
that's right.
Someone may walk past that lovely dick painting and go, "This speaks to me."
It speaks to me. It's
This
coming
speaks to me.
right at me. Everywhere I move.
Slap
It
a nice
awakens a hunger
gold
inside
frame
me.
on that. You never know.
Wow.
I might have to get involved in this just to
It's a lot of
to
fun. People,
do it.
some people will cut into the canvas. Some people will sew the canvas.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do whatever you want to the canvas.
Glue like deer antlers
You
on
can
it or
glue
something.
things. Some people did mosaics in the past on the canvas.
That is really cool. Make sure you get the date down on that there,
Yep.
Mel.
I have all the dates right here. And otherwise, you can go to the artsmill.org, and the event will be on there. There's the 24 tap room is on the first floor, too. So there's a bar if you just want to come and have a beverage and then take a look at the artwork.
Better. Yep.
So it's going to be a really good event. But it's my favorite. We've been doing it since we opened in 2010. And I've increased my art collection. And it's always kind of fun to see what all the different ages, because kids do participate, too. So you get some of the kids will put in canvas a lot of the high schools.
See, now she told me there's kids involved, and I just feel dirty.
But you know what?
Great. Got some dick trying, or
we've had professional
some
artists.
kid pulling your little dick hair off, like.
I mean, we've had professional artists participate who sell their art for a lot of money, and you can get their painting for
cheap? Okay.
$30 to $40.
Like a deal.
And it's a good like practice for them, because you have, again, 24 hours to paint it. So.
Okay. I love it. I think it sounds awesome. That is a cool local event. Thank you very much, Susan. We will get all that back up for you. So
yeah, that sounds fun.
We have now come to the part of the podcast where we ask Tom anything.
All right.
And everything.
I'm filling in for Mr. Mark Majeski because he's still, again, in the realms of
I'll probably start coughing if I say more than 3 sentences in a row.
Yep. So, it's that time of the year. Speaking of that time of the year, so we'll just call her Fatty Nutmeg.
There you go.
I really want to know where that name came from.
It's an awesome name.
Yeah. Fatty Nutmeg.
Could that be a Ask Tom Anything?
Where did Fatty Nutmeg come from?
Yeah.
I don't know. There you go. And now it's over. I have no idea.
Thanks, Foz.
So we'll just say, from Fatty Nutmeg,
okay.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Oh, we went over this. Weren't Jeff and I going to drink less? And then
give us a serious resolution.
See, Tom, what you should do is
you're so
quality over quantity.
Okay.
If you drink quality.
It's for the show. Our New Year's resolution is going to be adding a part of the podcast called Real Drink of the Week.
Yep.
There we go.
I'm going to do some research. I'm
So
going to make a different.
more.
I'm going to make a different cocktail. We'll go over how it's made, and then I'll drink that cocktail for the episode.
So, me being a bartender,
yes,
I can totally help you guys with that. Whenever
cool. Yeah, I've got any wacky drinks?
Absolutely,
I got recipes.
I got some that I'll give you the name because I didn't name them. I let some of the guys around me name them, which is fucking retarded.
Universe, I have to say, Jeff makes the meanest and bestest Long Island iced tea I've ever had in my life.
It's because it got you filthy drunk that one time.
All he did was keep pouring booze, and then I drank it, and I'm like, I don't taste any booze.
See, that's
like
the key to a best bartender right there, is not to be able to taste the booze, but get the person totally slammered. You usually get better tips.
Yeah. So yeah, I paid $9 and I left a 50.
You said you're a bartender where?
Oh, I bartend at Brazen Head Pub.
Okay, in West Bend, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, I haven't been there forever, but speaking of...
I haven't bartended there in forever either, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, well, there we go.
I'm still invited to the Christmas party, so it's all good.
Sweet.
So, back to, again, Fatty Nutmeg. A friend shared... Okay, I don't know if we have a video up for this one. A friend shared this video with me. What are your thoughts about being a vegan?
Couldn't get to the video because of our Facebook shenanigans.
Yeah, sorry, Universe. I'll take care of that. We can rant on Facebook a little bit real quick, but I owe Facebook 54 cents for some fucking reason, and they won't.
They shut us down.
They shut us down.
Why do you owe Mark Zuckerberg 54 cents?
When you advertise, I paid like $30, and they say for 10 days we'll boost your post.
Okay.
And then a month later, they're like, maybe people who they put it, you have to pay if they click on it more than if they just see it.
So it's also pay-per-click.
Okay. So it's pay-per-click. So say somebody didn't go on Facebook for a while, open up their page, then clicked on it. Facebook is like, oh, we're going to keep charging you 3 more cents. And it's like, then I switch banks because fuck guarantee and my credit card info is on there. So now Facebook is like, well,
I want my $2.
54 cents. Yeah.
I'm sorry. The movie is Better Off Dead.
God.
Party Foul.
Yes, Party Foul on my part.
Say anything.
All right. So
which is another good John Cusack film.
Rom-com.
Anyway, about being a vegan, right?
Just edit that out, Molly.
No,
she's gonna leave it.
You know what?
Shit.
I'm going to use scientific facts. It may get a little technical here. I would say as an individual, being a vegan is okay, but as a person, or as a species, it is not good to be a vegan, because through anthropology, one of the biggest questions of all time was, Molly's looking at me like, oh man, now he's getting to anthropology. No, one of the biggest questions was, when did humans develop a large brain? Was it when we walked upright? When did that happen? And what we found out was we actually started developing a large brain when we found butcher marks on the animal bones, which meant we were starting to eat meat. So now there's something called allocation of energy. And just kind of arbitrary numbers means, say you have an animal that eats meat, 20% goes to brain function, which might even be low because your brain burns 800 calories a day, believe it or not. Just if you sat in a room, you're still burning 800 calories. And then
But
40...
yet I get fatter.
Yeah.
Think harder.
Think harder. That's all you got to do is think about not being fat, and now you win. So anyway,
Deal.
Let's go. 20% for the brain, 40% for digestion, because believe it or not, your intestines and shit, it's a very violent twisting process to move stuff through your intestines. And then another 40% goes to homeostasis, because it's, you're 98.6 degrees. Anyway, you're 98.6 degrees, so that's the meat-eating person. You go to the next person, and they may only eat vegetables. So humans do not have the ability to digest plant matter, believe it or not. We require bacteria in our stomach to do it. So we have a little pouch called a cecum. You may hear the myth that cows have 7 stomachs. Well, they have 7 cecums. It's just because bacteria takes a while to break down the plant matter. So it's just basically like stop-off points so the bacteria can turn shit into shit you need. So when you're at the allocation of energy, if you use more energy for digestion, where do you take it from? You can only take it from the amount of energy that goes to your brain, which means you will eventually get a smaller brain, becoming dumber.
So you're saying vegans are dumber?
I'm saying a vegan species is dumber.
Oh.
Well,
If we only ate like that, the whole species.
If the whole species only ate like that, you can't take it from. You still need to be 98.6 degrees. You still need to be functioning. You still need to be alive. You can't take it from homeostasis. So we'll not only be dumber, but we'll be fatter because we need a larger gut.
You're not getting any arguments from me.
Okay.
Well, every vegan I know has to take supplements because you're not getting what you need.
Stupid.
And having been I was a vegetarian for like 10 years.
Mhm.
Not by choice. We'll go into it sometime. But
vegetarian a little bit different than a vegan?
Vegan is everything
no animal
dies.
products. No animal
Or
products.
falls off, or is that a raw food? Or I don't know.
So basically anything that you could take from an animal, you cannot eat. Not even fish.
But
No
yet they were.
cheese?
But
Man, that's so
Well,
Okay,
that's
you
why
can't
a lot of them were like organic fibers and all that.
But we can more easily digest it and get more energy from
Did you ever see
animal products.
you ever see a
So-
vegan with
I have
like a
been
leather
told
purse?
by my doctor, because of being a vegetarian for so long, I do eat meat now, but I don't eat a lot of red meat.
Okay.
And there was that thing, it's like, oh, don't eat red meat, whatever. No, they've told me at least twice a month I should be eating red meat because I
It
am that,
exercises your gallbladder.
and I
because
am
lets
that
break
iron
down-
deficient.
There you go.
And-
Your gallbladder produces emulsifier and bile that breaks down the meat to create more surface area. I know I'm getting a little nerdy, but a little.
Nerd.
No, this is
It breaks
why
it down to create
meat
more
can be
surface
good.
area.
We're going to edit all this out.
Yep. Sorry. Anyway, okay, we'll edit all it
Okay,
out.
fatty
Vegans
nutmeg.
are no, but I do think that overall, a species tends to be smarter when you're a
But
predator.
they have smaller brains, yeah. When they're
Then-
vegetarians.
Yes, because there's more going into digestion.
Take that, fatty nutmeg. I hope you got your
Suck
answer
I
out
don't
of that
think
one.
she was
Vegans.
arguing anything.
No. Well, I mean, she wanted to know what your thoughts were.
Oh.
She got a very well-rounded answer.
But okay, I guess
if she would-
I think that when I say take that to a woman, we got different meanings.
Always on the defensive.
Suck
Yeah.
it.
Suck it.
That's the answer she would have got from me.
Yeah.
Suck it, vegans, and that's about it.
Yep.
It would have been a Foz answer.
No. Hey, vegans want to come at me with all the facts they want. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm loaded with facts, and I can explain scientifically why being a meat eater is probably better for us. Boom.
Boom.
There you go.
Mic drop. Walk out.
What do you want? I learned.
All right. So, question. Actually, this one comes from Mark.
All right.
Question from Mark. Mark was sitting here wondering, cats versus dogs, best pet. Well, now that's kind of a stupid thing to ask Tom.
Tom is allergic
Gee, Mark,
to
you're
cats.
sitting next to me. God, what a fucking stupid thing to say.
Something that could potentially kill you just by being.
Everybody knows what Tom's favorite pet is.
Is a bird.
Yeah. Birds are very smart. They're chatty
Okay.
too.
But over dogs, I would say I'd like the dog better.
Dogs are so needy.
Cats are dicks.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Cats are dicks.
That's the beautiful
I-
thing about it.
I am
They can be
watching.
lovable dicks.
No, see, I'm watching my friend's
They're
cat.
assholes.
Yeah, I'm watching
Dude,
my friend's
if I
cat, and he fucking wakes me up all
Go
the
like
time.
this,
Yeah.
slap my knee, a dog is coming and being like, hey man, what's going on? If
My
I do
cat
that to a
comes
cat,
too.
it's going to look at you like, yeah, fucking right,
Right.
bitch.
And at 4:00 a.m. in the morning, you're not trudging your ass outside with a cat, going outside because you love that dog so much, you're going to walk around the fucking block at -8 at 3:30 in the morning.
No, because a
dog has
cat
to
is
go
such a
outside.
dick.
See-
It says, I'm going to shit in a box in your house instead.
I love
the
cats
fuck?
because they're assholes.
I don't know. The cat that I have is he's a jerk.
Yeah.
He sits there and like he'll lay on my chest when I'm trying to sleep, and he'll just kind of paw at my beard, and I'll be like, "Dude, get off!" And I'll swat him, and he'll be up there like 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
I swear to God that's how I got pink eye from his butthole. Because he was
Sat on your face.
because he sat on my face. I didn't get pink eye from my dog who's curled up next to me.
No, you got it
I
from
got
a
it from
cat
the goddamn
butthole.
cat who's trying to rub his butthole on my pillow.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I am needed throughout the day by so many different people. You know, the one person who doesn't need me and could care less is my fucking cat.
Then why do you have it?
Boom,
That's
Mark.
why. That's why. It's like, hey,
Cat's
I
less
oddly
needier than
like
Mark.
that in him.
But they're
That
there
is a
when you
great
need them.
quality.
When you're
That's
sick
right.
and not feeling good, they curl up in your lap and they're all purring.
Okay, when you walk into your house and you have a dog,
My
the
dog's
dog
excited as
runs
shit
up.
to see me.
Yeah,
The
but
cat?
how much
I don't
of a
need that.
How do you? Okay, but don't you feel like a dick? Like you walk in and your cat goes, this
Not
fucking
today.
guy. Yeah,
I
like,
love that. I love that.
Fuck this
What an
guy.
asshole. I love it.
I don't love. I want the love. Come here, buddy. Yeah,
Huh.
let's go play.
What if that is a
Or you
sign
just-
of abusive relationship?
One of my favorite games with anybody's dog is who's here? Who's here? Oh my god! Just it cranks every dog on. I love it, and that's all you got to do.
I used to do
Cats
that.
don't give a
I used
fuck.
to do that something similar to Bubba when I had him. Was I'd fake pet him.
Oh, the fake pet.
He
I do that
fucking
to
hated
Molly's
Fake
cat.
pets my cats.
Yeah.
Who's a good boy?
Ooh,
Who's a good boy? And he's just like, I am.
Yeah.
You're not touching
I love
me.
the
You're not touching
excitement.
me.
Yeah, I like the excitement. They seem more fun.
The cat will just look at you and go,
They're just more fun.
piss off.
I have a pet because they're fun. My
Hey.
bird loves me.
Can
Birds get excited.
Can you teach your bird tricks?
Yes.
Okay.
Norris pooped on command.
Really? I remember that
Go
actually.
poop.
You
Yep.
hear Mark blowing his nose on the baby monitor.
we have a baby monitor going and you can hear everything. And I love it when people forget that we have a baby monitor. And so they go downstairs and they start talking like the people upstairs can't hear them.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You kind of forget about that. Right? So they're like, yeah, that asshole. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Comes right up through the baby monitor.
It's like
Oh
nothing
man,
else.
what did I say when I was downstairs? Crap.
Exactly. People kind of forget. And you don't say anything like, oh,
Well,
come
they got
on,
those new
talk
baby
about it.
monitors too that Trev and Autumn had. Those.
See, and this is why I'm
video.
a firm believer in
Yeah.
anything that I've ever said to someone is I will say it to their face.
Yeah, you,
Just for that
you don't
simple
hold
fact
back.
that
Yep.
if I ever get like, hey, what'd you say about me? Oh, you didn't hear me on the baby monitor? Shit. Said you were a total fucking prick. But I love you.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby monitors, they're great.
All right. We got any more coming?
Yep. Question from the universe. What is your zombie survival plan?
Ooh. I say ooh because Tom and I have actually watched I almost
And
want to say,
Mark too. Yeah.
yeah, and Mark probably, every zombie movie, and we have a
Heck
plan.
yeah.
Always come up with a plan.
Mark and I have a great debate about this.
Well, I think Mark and Molly, their plan is to just be with me because
I'm
they
gonna
know
find Tom.
that's probably the best
I can get
idea.
down with that. But here's a question for you,
Okay.
and this relates to zombie apocalypse: land versus water. This is our great debate.
See,
I say water. Mark says land.
I have another question just out of curiosity. What kind of
questions? I'll never answer.
what kind of
anything.
zombie are we talking about, though?
Oh yeah, because you got the running ones.
Yeah, I mean, you got-
We can make a whole podcast.
Are we like
over
talking the zombies from like Shaun of the Dead, which I'd love to just bash in the head, which would be great,
Because they're slow.
right? Or talking.
So,
Well,
pick
okay,
one of those questions to answer. Tom.
Just go back to the land or water. 'Cause, F
or
my
what's
question.
your plan?
Or your plan.
Well, first of all, I know it's going to suck to live, but I think cold land is a great place to go, like up to Alaska or something. The human body, they don't produce heat. They will freeze and just be
Slow.
So will you.
stuck out there.
Yeah, but you can.
Yeah, but
make
I can
fire.
make
You're like
heat.
an
I can-
Eskimo.
No, they're dead corpses,
I
right?
don't think they care about the cold.
They
actually,
can't
if
move,
you read
right? Their
World
water
War Z,
inside their body
Yeah,
is
World
frozen.
War Z.
if you read the book from
Right?
Max Brooks, World War Z, he talks about how, if I remember correctly, you go up further and further north, zombies eventually wind up do freeze.
See, but that's a specific zombie then. So we gotta again
But a
narrow
zombie
down.
still has fluids and stuff moving around to make them.
Yeah, the water inside their body will freeze and they will be stuck, and then
I
the
don't care
problem
what
is
you
gone.
are. You're gonna freeze.
Hawaii's fucked.
Hawaii's fucked. If zombies may not get to Hawaii, maybe you want to swing by there on the way to Alaska. Just check it out. Like, you guys didn't know there was
you
a
see the
zombie
remake
apocalypse?
of Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead? Day of the Dead, where they go and they're in a
And then they
mall in
found-
Wisconsin, and they
Yeah.
go onto
That's
Lake
Dawn.
Michigan to the island.
Dawn of the Dead, yep.
Dawn of the
And
Dead.
then they were still there.
Is that
Yeah.
Vin Raines was in that one?
Yep.
I love Vin Raines.
I was so mad. I was like, "What island are you going to? What do you think? You're going up to like
Like, what
Door
island?
County,
I don't know any islands in Lake. What the fuck?
like the Apostle Islands? What are you? You
Yeah.
know, what the hell?
But we have so much extra ammo and so many.
All right, universe.
shotguns.
Just letting you know that Molly and I are not going to run out of zombie ammo anytime
Your
soon.
basement's like
Every year
Tremors.
we buy another 3 packs of slugs.
We have
and-
bags and bags and
You're the
bags
couple from Tremors.
of ammunition and
Yeah.
guns. Like if you came over to our house right now, I could give all of you 2 guns
and a couple bows.
couple we have
Bows.
more bows than guns too. Believe it or not.
I would think bows would be a good way to go.
Yeah,
if you wanna be
Daryl's
quiet.
crossbow.
If you want to be quiet,
Well,
Well,
see,
and
the-
it's reusable.
The carbon arrows last.
you still got to dig it out. They're only.
I'm more into melee
They're
weapons, like a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Swing that like a
Crowbar.
motherfucker.
Foz says he
Crowbar
wants to use a
multi-use.
deer leg.
Just a deer leg.
Take a bite out of it. Just
Crowbar
hit
you
with
can
it.
use to open
That's my
doors.
dad universe. Captain Caveman, instead of swinging a club, a deer leg.
That's why I think a crowbar would be useful because you can use it to bash things.
To
You
get
can use it to
in.
get into
Yep.
places.
Or a
It's a
hammer.
I like a
with
hammer.
Hammer with a crowbar.
Hammer would be my melee weapon because I use a hammer. And
Multi-tool.
They've got one at Home Depot that's specific. It's like branded
no, that
as
one's
a
stupid.
It's just
Yeah, but
marketing.
it's just funny. It's marketed as a zombie apocalypse hammer.
They're
No,
selling
it's not
hammers.
functional.
They actually make zombie survival kits
I know.
and stuff like that, which are actually
And they're making
kinda
money
neat.
off them.
Well, right.
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
a novelty at best. But
Sure.
I would say try to go to the cold.
So land or sea.
Land.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
At that point, if you're going up north and it's cold, the ice freezes. So
Right.
there you go.
See,
Yeah.
you run out of gas, you're kind of.
well, you should always use a bicycle, like on the movie we watch,
Like Turbo Kid.
because you are the fuel. You don't ever have to fill up a bike.
It's true.
And if you come into a spot that is overrun or something, you can still carry the bike and cross wherever you need to go or something. So a bike
Zombie
is good.
Apocalypse, I think I'd want a horse too, because worst comes to worst.
You can eat the
You-
horse.
You can
Horses
eat it,
poop a lot.
Or if
Still
you
gotta-
have to, leave
gotta
it
feed
as
'em.
You gotta feed them.
start running on foot.
Fuck that. No, take a bike, man. I don't need a horse. The only thing a horse is good for in the zombie apocalypse over a bike is that if it dies, it is now food. That's it.
But it's spoilable food.
Yeah.
I just
But
want
at least You can't eat a bike.
Molly just wants a horse.
I feel like this is a good topic for your Halloween show.
Okay.
Just do a zombie themed. Watch.
Well, I can't eat a bike no matter how big my stomach is, but
Wasn't there a guy who filed a bike down into dust and ate it?
I think it was a Cessna plane.
Was it a Cessna?
Yeah, it was a fucking airplane.
Just to say he could.
I ate a fucking airplane.
It was a bet. Settle a bet.
I lost a bet I had to eat a fucking plane.
Yeah, somebody's like,
oh, really? I lost a bet. I lost $20.
I bet you can't eat an airplane. I'll hold my beer.
Hold my beer. I'm gonna need that to wash down this plane.
Fucking eat an airplane. Yeah, dude ate an airplane. It was a Cessna.
See, how would you even come up with that? Hey, dude, I bet you can't eat an airplane.
Well,
they were drinking Malort.
They were drinking most good idea will start with I was drinking Malort, and I bet my friend he couldn't eat a fucking airplane.
And then he ate my airplane.
And then he ate my goddamn airplane.
Now I don't have an airplane.
Turns out I not only lost the bet, but I also lost my fucking airplane. I'm actually kind of pissed because that airplane was like a bunch of money.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so zombie apocalypse, go to the cold. That's my...
All right. And we got one more question from the universe. Did you get anything cool from Santa?
Big bag of dicks.
I got a date, basically. I got...
Yeah, what's his name?
Name's Jeff fucking Krueger when I bend you over this chair right now.
You're teasing me with a good time again.
We got Chili's and Marcus Movie Pass. I mean, that's what... How's that? How doesn't... That's the best.
Gonna go see Turbo Kid?
We're gonna go see Turbo Kid 2.
What'd I get you?
Yeah. Oh, Molly got me something.
Yeah.
Anyway, wrapping up the show. Molly got me Wolfenstein 2, so I will be playing some first-person shooter.
Nice.
Kicking ass.
She did that so you don't bother her.
I did.
That was it.
She's like, I'm tired of Tom bugging the
I'm
shit.
tired of filling these water
Molly, what did he
glasses.
get? What did Tom get you?
We don't get each other anything.
He actually got mad at me for getting anything.
Like, why did you get me something we've had for like the past 5 years?
I said, but it's a gift for me too.
We only get
leave me
for
alone.
birthdays. We don't do Christmas because we just try to get through Christmas.
Yeah, Becca and I didn't really do gifts to each other this year because we bought a house and we're going to Al's wedding in Punta Cana and stuff. And so she bought me a...
Al's going to be on the show soon, Universe.
Al Stippich, yeah.
He's a race car driver. We're going to have him on.
And /DJ extraordinary.
/DJ.
He DJs too.
Multitasker.
Yeah. So going to his wedding, so we didn't really get each other a lot of stuff. So she got me a sauce hockey hat, and I got her a Victoria gift card.
Well, I felt like a dick because
it's more of a gift for me too.
For you, yeah.
I was gonna say.
What?
I felt like a dick. I was like,
here, I got this for you.
Oh, I got you this awesome video game.
Right?
It was dropped to me at the last minute that I have to get gifts from Helen for Susan.
Oh,
that was it. That was a bait and switch.
You got button hooked on that one.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, Helen got some cool shit for Mark. All right. He got the Bruce Campbell new novel that he came out with.
Which
I forget what it's called, though. Chins Could Lie or something like that.
I don't remember. It's on the coffee table downstairs.
Yeah. Bruce Campbell.
I haven't started reading it yet.
He got a pretty sweet legacy game.
Sweet.
Which I actually, speaking of Bruce Campbell, I just started watching
Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yeah, because it's on Netflix.
Good.
See, that's fantastic. We got to start back at the beginning, though, because kept getting drunk.
Oh,
yeah.
We should, what movie did we just pick?
Oh, we're going to watch The Forbidden Room next on Movies with Mark.
I'll email you my review.
Skype in.
Skype in.
No, I'm not opening an email from you, dude. I know what it's going to be.
Tom's like, I fell for it once before.
No, you can't fool me again. Like, okay, what? Maybe he did. Oh, no. Picture of his cock and balls. There we go. Of course it is. Every fucking time. Then I get the next email. No, seriously, here's my review.
It's another one.
Another one of cock and balls.
With Rick Astley in the background. It's a bonus.
Yeah. So, all right. Is that all we got this week? All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you very much, Universe. Remember to go to our website if you want to buy shit on Amazon. It's not going to set you back. It's not going to do anything, but it will help us out. So
we are Tom and Mark Off the Rails. Our website is theunipodcast.com. On Twitter, we are at Unipodcast. Facebook.com/Unipodcast. You too can ask Tom anything at asktomanything414@gmail.com.
Please send us questions.
Please send us questions.
I'm going to text them in.
Yep.
Podcast available on iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, and all your favorite podcast hosting sites. See our website for more details.
All right, and thank you for Susan and Jeff for being here. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
remember, we're not good enough.
Now my goal is to be your three-peat.
There you go.
Repeat.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just going to show up.
I want to be the three-peat, one for the thumb,
Knock
even
on the
though that
door.
doesn't make sense.
Eventually, I'll just be the guy who just hangs out. Yeah, we got this guy who just fucking shows up.
All right.